Alright, and welcome back to Banished. Now, this is probably going to be the final part, because I reckon all my villagers are going to die off at this point, but we'll have to see. So a big, huge population, but our food supply was kind of pretty bad last time. We are having major food issues, as it were. Which does make sense because, well, I was very late on building the trade post. Mainly because I was going for the isolationist achievement, but still, like, fact of the matter is, yeah, I was incredibly late with it. So, yeah, I never really invested in the farm as early as I should have. So therefore I can never really get things done like I was supposed to. Now is the firewood supply actually going down? Because I think it might be. So I'm not sure how to proceed because, like, shit, the food situation is sort of recovering, but not really. But, like, say for example, I go look at families and homes. I have like almost twice as many families as I do homes. And all that expanding my homes will do is make it so that I'll just have more families springing up. Like, this unsustainable population for the food, like I'm barely sustaining myself with the food I have right now. So, to expand will kind of just be chaos. I don't even know where I'd expand into. Like, I have a lot of mountains around here, so it's not really like it's going to be easy to expand. We want the peach seeds and we want the cherry seeds, but we also want the wheat seeds. Right. That's gonna be a tough one, but I think that's gonna be how it works here, because yeah. So, what I need to do now is I need to make a couple more orchids. how big are orchids again? 15 by 15, right, so... I can drop one there, and it would be fine. But I'm worried about these animal fields. Right, so yeah, there's a lot going on with that. I need to set up the peach and cherries. I'm pretty sure I can actually, yeah, I can make ale cherry or ale peach here, so I don't know which one I want to do. But let's go with cherry ale. We'll do that, right? Yeah, now the population here is a kind of a... Yeah, also set the time back, not fast forward. Yeah, because maybe I was considered maybe I build out houses along this area, but what then? Like, you know, I don't have like a lot of I have food issues again outside. Like, you know, that's not how I want to go. I should really make a second toolsmith, I reckon. But I think I'm going to do that over here. So I have plenty of, and yeah, my firewood is going down, so... We'll want a new woodcutter going at some point soon. No, this is going to be a real... Like, getting animals over time will be a real pain. Because naturally, it's going to take a lot of time to actually get these animals to where they need to be. Also struggling to get like the required amount of stuff into the trader, you see. I wish I told you the value of like this stuff. Like, say for example, I put logs in there. How valuable is that? How valuable is how valuable are a bunch of the different things I can get and put in there? Like, that's what I need to know. Yeah, so we lost a bit of we lost a few resources there, but that's okay because, well, it's kind of needed. I hope we get some like those peach trees planted and the cherry trees planted, and like, you know, in a few years' time, have a bit better luck. So I really need to charge up my farming economy. Like, you know, I really need to make that a bit more powerful. This forestry isn't going bad, but at the same time, it's like, well, I think once these things were overflowing with food, and now there's like barely any anywhere. Yeah, the reserve of tools is low. That's what I'm looking to sort out. I'm making steel tools here. Right, what do we actually need to do? Well, we'll set up pasture because, well, makes sense to just set it up, because I will eventually get cows, I'm sure. It's just going to take some time. Right, so what can I actually put into here to get the extra value? That's what's really bothering me here, is like, how do I get more things in my docks? Got a good amount of herbalist going on all that. a bunch of forestry going, but I just haven't got the continuation of it. These are pretty stupid positions for houses, but kind of is what it is at this point. I kind of remove the footprint there. I move it back by one. I can. We've got a trader here, let's see what they're offering. Pumpkin seeds and cabbage seeds. Yeah, I don't really have, they're not accepting herbs as a trade, so to me that's just like, well, I can't really do much about that. I'm not going to give up my tools for them. So yeah, that's basically what ended up happening there. This housing estate over here that I'm building is probably a mistake, but at the same time it's kind of like, well, I kind of need to use the land. This area is way too hilly to build on, so that's going to be like the road round. And this is where it goes into that useless land I can't really use. Okay, cool. And I'll put some stockpiles in because we might as well just fill in the corners with stockpiles. I doubt there'd be much use over here. These houses might be like a big mistake, but we'll see. We'll activate the brewery as well, because, well, it's going to be needed eventually. Hopefully this housing estate here is going to be fine. I can also do that. That's a thing. Put a bridge down because that might help somehow. Oh, the graveyard's full. Right, okay. A new graveyard is required. I could put one over here, but I kind of want this to be like an area for additional services, if that makes sense. Well, actually depends. What do I really need? I don't really need an additional tailor right now. None of those help out. I could put more houses there, but and then maybe I do put a cemetery here. There's a merchant here. Right, so he has got cattle, which is what I want. Alright, so I need 160 tools in here. So I need people to deliver the additional tools I require here. They've taken them, they just need to put them in. Okay, there's 50. There's 57. Where's the last 3? Alright, so what we'll do is we trade Then we turn this all the way down to 0. So I don't get any more of that in there. And I set this to cattle. Then I turn the number of herdsmen up to 6. Now I can collect the cattle. Then we dismiss the merchant because we're done. And we need to let our tool supply build back up. Cool, now our cattle's on the move. They're coming out that tunnel. I like how the cows are just swimming down the river. Like, yes. We're gonna exit that tunnel. We're gonna walk directly through the sheep field. And they're gonna stop in their own field. Right. So now I have cattle as well as the sheep and the chickens. That's all 3 types of animals. This is still growing. I really need these builders to carry on building. There's a lot of stuff that needs building. Perhaps I turn up the number of builders to 4. Perhaps that's a move, I don't know. I mean, I'll check my food graph as well, because okay, yeah, it seems to have bounced back a bit, but we're nowhere near in the clear yet. Yeah, because see in the 25 year, we're steadily on the rise there, but then we took a hard hit in like a growth stage. So needless to say, we definitely need to think about it. The population's gone down? Ah, yeah, the number of children and students has gone down, mainly. Like, because I haven't been building as many homes, so... very hard to manage. Okay, firewood I managed to consistently keep at a good level. Tools I need to work on. Again, herbs, that's for a reason. Clothing's going alright. there's a fire. I mean, plenty of people are getting water for it, so let's hopefully they can put out the fire, but... maybe things aren't going too badly at the moment. Only going somewhat badly. Oh, some of my sheep died. Merchants arrived. Let's see what they got. Alright, so they're selling apple seeds and squash seeds, as well as pear seeds, walnut and potato seeds. See, how many can I sell herbs for? Let's see, so... what makes 2,500 of the herbs? $625, that's what makes it. So, if I went to 625, what do I actually most want to buy? Is it apples or is it potatoes? Because I already have squash, I already have pecans. Need pears, walnut, potato, or apple. Now I feel like I'm getting loads of orchids recently, but I haven't really been getting many of the actual crop fields, so maybe I'll just buy some potato seeds. Well, that's what I want to do now, I feel. This area is going to be my potato area. Next, I got cherry, peach, and pecan over here. So yeah, I could have got apple or pear, or walnut even, but those are all trees, so it's kind of like, well, I kind of really got to decide at this point how much I want the trees and how much I actually want something I can actually harvest. I really need to calm down on the amount of herbs I'm storing in here for now. So my town also probably needs some. Yeah, now getting some potatoes in here will help me out quite a bit, I reckon. I really want these roads built, that's the main thing, like... Roads take a while to build, is all I can say. I can see all these roads around here that aren't built, you can see all these roads up there that aren't built. Build a town with 100 stone houses. Nice. I mean, there was always that where, you know, for a first run in the game, this isn't actually going that bad. I should also probably acknowledge that it's been a while since I played the last part, but a lot of games that I wanted to check out had an update, or, like, you know, I already had like a strong, like, rooting in my channel and had an update, so I'm like, well, I kind of got to go back to them. And, you know, so that happened, and then, like, it's funny, it's like, even though those games had updates, there's another game that then sort of, I guess, kind of had, like, something going on with it. I won't call it an update, because it wasn't really an update for that game specifically, but it was in the same vein as it, so it's like a weird one, but... Yeah, overall I had a lot of stuff going on, and I was like, well, yeah. I needed to sort that out, but... Right, so this area is now built. I get some more fresh families in there, and I just need to build this graveyard. How many graves has this got? 48 graves, so it's not as big as my old graveyard with like 80, but... Wait a minute, didn't that reach capacity at some point? I don't think graves would decay like that, but... Anyway, now I need, yeah, all these workers to build stone roads, because, well... I kind of want the stone roads. Put a population of over 200 adults with steel tools for 4 years. Nice. See, I'm going places with this run. Like, even though I did like the kind of one of the challenge achievements first, like, can you survive? Can you get to this population without building like one of these, for example? It's like, well, I mean, I did it, so yes, but like, you know, you're supposed to, like, you know, go for that on a later run, I guess, because, well, yeah, you don't want to start off on like, ah, yes, let's do this challenge. It's like, let's purposely handicap myself on my first run. Like, you know, that's not something that you typically do. Like, so I knew that, you know, I was looking through the buildings. Yeah, I knew I could build one of these. I knew I could, like, you know, buy in more farming goods, buy in some other stuff maybe. But I thought, well, I want to get the thing for, you know, doing isolationist. So I did that. Like, there's a whole other one where you have to reach a population without, like, building any schools, basically, because you can't educate your citizens. That's another one, but again, like, it's better to do one challenge at a time if you're going for the challenge achievements, unless you want to do, like, all at a time, because you're, like, you know, going hardcore style, but Right, I've got 3 cows now. I want to multiply my sheep out. I want to make sure my sheep are, you know, surviving. I want to make sure that these are doing all right. And my chickens are going great. Like, I'm on 15 out of 66 there, so that's great. Like, you know. I want to get my sheep and cows up so I can have like sheep and cows going at the same time. Yeah, my population is decreasing right now, which is kind of alarming in one sense, but in another sense it's like, well, it is what it is. I can't really do a lot about it. A merchant has arrived. I love these. Cherry seeds and plum seeds. Now, as much as I like the plum seeds, I can't really get them right now, so we'll dismiss you. What is my cap on tools, by the way? Tool limit. Well, let's increase that to 1,000, so I have 2 shots now. Yeah, I don't really care about... See, I want to get like a bunch of these, but yeah. Let's turn off a bunch of these to $1,000. Why not? Except for food. Food I'm leaving at like absolute maximum. Like, you know, you can have like 10 million food and it's still not be enough. Well, actually this is 1 million food, but you get the point, right? Where it's like, you know, I'm not going to complain if there's more food around. Like, you know, I'm going to use that. Like, in fact, having that food buffer was the only reason why I survived here when I did. Like, you know, I was just hoarding excess food. Like, you know, got 22,000, and I took a massive dive, and because I had 22,000 food, I was at least able to recover. Whereas if I didn't have that, you know, it would have been a lot worse. I just realised my statistics thing is like, you know, I'm blocking it, but so yeah, like, yeah, as you can see on my graph, yeah, I was able to recover because I had so much food, but I wish I could check the completion of Stone Road status, really, because, like, I was gonna say, see, I know it's not complete, like, it's really hard to tell the difference between, like, say, that and that, you know? Oh man, chickens are going nicely. I can't wait till I actually have chickens to be like a permanent fixture, you know? Yeah, now we're making the cherry ale now. That's good, I think. I'm not sure what's going to happen, like, you know, what the use of the alcohol is. Maybe the happiness of people go up because of it, I don't know, but... It's looking like I'm making a recovery. Yeah, I have to building the stone roads around the farms. So hopefully that will increase a bit of efficiency around there. And these chickens are loud. I mean, there are 26 of them now. Overall, I guess I'll know when a bunch of the stone roads are finished, because like over here we'll actually have stone roads in. As you've probably seen right now, that is really happening. Another merchant. Pecan seeds and pumpkin seeds. I mean, again, the pumpkin seeds would be nice, but it's kind of not on the cards at the moment. A lot of people are dying, but it's okay because, well, I mean, surely the population will stabilize in some way or another at some point, right? Like, I'm not expecting a huge labor shortage. And if there is, well, then, I guess I'll have to deal with it as it goes. The idea being ease back on like non-food related jobs, like for example like the stone cutter here. Well, it's actually quite inactive at the moment, so if I just increase that by 10, I have 10 more labourers, it's fine. I'm actually going to increase the number of builders to 8 because I really want these stone roads done. Actually making it back up to food again, that's actually amazing. Right, I really need to keep an eye on this population graph though, because, well, it's kind of important. Oh, I got another cow. Still no additional sheep though. Not 44 chickens, that's great, like amazing. Do I need to make it buy another sheep to make it work? Okay, bean seeds and wheat seeds again. Problem I have, I don't have the iron steel tools there yet. I need to really get more steel tools produced so I can actually start trading like with those people like that. I actually know there's another good trade good that I should be trading. Like maybe I should be trading my textiles or alcohol or something like that. Let me know. If you know and you're watching this, let me know. Because that would be helpful, like, you know. Where are all my builders? I want these stone roads built. I don't see them in any of the areas where stone roads need to be built. Oh, they're working, are they? Oh. Why don't I believe that? Yeah, our adult population has decreased quite substantially. In fact, yeah, I'm dipping just below 300 people again. Which is crazy when I think about it. So now up to 6 cows, but I still only got 2 sheep. Oh, and chickens are ready to be slaughtered, let's go. So I can now actually make chickens. I'm now producing chicken as food. That's amazing, that's great. Yeah, there it is, there's a chicken. they're just wholesaling, selling food, so I don't really need anything from them. Yeah, now I can make chicken now. That's great. Like, that's actually really good because, yeah, I kind of need that. Now, at some point, I should be able to start producing beef. And, I don't know what happened to my sheep, but yeah, because I wanted to produce more sheep, but it seems like, that didn't happen. I got 3 sheep, then one of the sheep died, so... Perhaps I need more sheep. But I don't really want to buy in another sheep, if you know what I mean, like... I might have to. Is this road being built yet? It looks like it, yes. I mean, it looks like it mostly has, but... Yeah, that road up here has been built. Perfect. They just built that road. Now they're building this road, I think. And that's the last road I had ordered to put down, so... When I get that done, I'm going to unassign the builders back down to 2. That's a question. How's firewood been doing in, like, over the years? Right, so it always seems to bounce back, but it just gets a bit scary sometimes, like in the winters. So perhaps I just need to go, like, something like that, right? Where... which increase production. Yeah, that's interesting. My population is still dropping. So I'm unsure how to address this issue properly. Is building houses the right solution? Or is there something else that I'm not is that something I'm supposed to not do? And I'm supposed to do something else actually? You know, that's a question that I have. So perhaps I just build houses for now. I've got another merchant at port. What are they selling? They're just selling food, so I can dismiss them. That's fine. Alright. I'm not sure how much those 4 houses are going to help, but they are indeed going to be existing. That's the thing. So, we get these 4 houses built, get the stone road out front of them built, and hopefully at that point, like, that's going to solve all my popularity. No, it's going to be a case of, well, at least a few more families will be able to move into these new homes. And well, yeah, I'm like dropping hard in like population here. Like I do not know. Perhaps I need to cut back severely on those. Like, yeah. This is a huge population crash. I don't know how to actually like detail it, but as you can see here, like what's happened is, well, you can see I went from quite a big boom here, I guess, right? And like, you know, that kind of it's kind of caught up with me, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say how. I'm not great at like the analysis here. Like, you know, I'm not a person who knows exactly what this graph means, right? But from what I can understand, it's like, you know, I did like quite a lot of growth here, and then because I sort of stagnated and didn't. Like, you know, I sort of like declined the amount of births a year with the children. It's now, I don't actually know what's going on. If someone actually does know what's going on, that'd be great. But yeah, but what I can tell is that I am suffering from like a population decline. And it is going to hit the economy here hard. Like you see, like, yeah, my family is now down at 112. It was at like 160 earlier, so you know, 106 homes. So in that sense, it is going a bit better in one way, in the sense that now, like, yeah, I'll be able to actually stabilize the population. But the problem I'm having now is that a lot of it relies on labourers to be able to, like, you know, carry out a bunch of, like, you know, carry a bunch of materials and all that. Whereas now I'm not going to have the labourers to do that. We'll decrease the amount of stonecutters again. That might help a bit, but again, we have like a food merchant. Again, we don't need anything from them, so we'll dismiss them, but yeah. So I'm unsure what to think at this point because, well, yeah, I've maxed out on all my food, like, production things, which it's gone alright. It's actually getting me food, like, at this point. Like, you know, I'm looking at my storage facilities, and yeah, they are filling up, which is great. Like, you know, this is full, like... To be fair, that's actually kind of what I want. I kind of want full storage facilities. I want them to be able to, like, have, like, a bunch of food in them. But yeah, up my production of firewood, because I'm probably going to need it, but... Yeah, I do not know what to do going forward. Like, I thought starting up this part, I thought that my population was going to just starve to death and die, sort of thing. I didn't expect to recover this well on food and whatnot, even though I did set out to try to sort of do that. But also at the same time, I didn't realize that you know, it was going to go like this, where a bunch of people, like, you know, my population would be declining. But yeah, I'm going to call this part here because, well, it's got long enough as it is, and I kind of need to get the upload out soon. So, we'll call that there. I hope you all enjoyed watching. I hope you all have a good day.